Hi, my name is Shubham Bhondwe and I'm a data analyst, and today I'm going to walk you through my Power BI project. The goal of this project was to help stakeholders quickly identify key bottlenecks, cost leakages and performance gaps instead of manually tracking data over multiple reports. This project is based on e-commerce domain and the name of the project is Business Insight 360. Here I have used an imaginary company called AtliQ Hardware. AtliQ Hardware is a computer hardware manufacturer company. The primary stakeholders of these dashboards were operations manager, sales executive, finance manager, sales managers, and other leaders. These stakeholders needed answers to questions like where are we losing efficiency, which regions or categories are underperforming, what trend require immediate action, and many more questions. So we are going to solve these problems. The data I have used in this project is from a MySQL database, and the MySQL database included dim tables and fact tables. And as we all know, dim tables and fact tables are important to create data modeling. Data modeling mainly has two schemas, star schema and snowflake schema. I will show you which type of schema I have used in this project. But before modeling, I handle all the missing values, data type issues, and standardization of categories. This ensures clean and analysis ready data. After cleaning the data, I have loaded the data into the Power BI. And after loading the data into the Power BI, I did the modeling part here. Let me show you. In Power BI world, there are mainly two types of modeling that are followed: star schema and the snowflake schema. In star schema, the central fact table is surrounded by multiple dimension table. But in snowflake schema, the central fact table is surrounded by dimension table, where the dimension tables are further normalized into more dimension tables. As you can see, the dim market here has been further normalized to subzone here. Fact tables were connected to dimension tables using one-to-many relationships. Let me show you a brief overview of the relationships here, where the dim customer is connected to dim market, where one-to-many relationships, and then fiscal year is connected to fiscal year, one-to-many relationships here. Now, before designing any dashboard, we must first identify which types of KPIs and metrics we are going to use. I have used profit percentage for finance view, and then customer performance, product performance for both sales view and marketing view, and then supply chain view I have used net error percentage, and then out of stock and inventory status, like that. I have designed a dynamic homepage from where we can jump to any view. For example, if you want to go to finance view, you can just click on the finance view and you will jump to the finance view. And here also, when you click on the home button, it will take you to the home page, and from here you can also jump again to supply chain view, and it will give you all the supply chain visuals to you. Let's suppose after analyzing the data, you think you can create new columns. Let's say for example, in finance view there are revenue column and budget column. So you can go to Power Query editor and transform the data and add a profit column. Profit column is basically revenue minus budget. So you can create a new column profit, and you can use a profit column in your visuals as well here. Power Query enables you to do more with your data set. You can add, delete, append, merge, change data types. You can use delimiters as well. You can do many types of transformation using Power Query editor. In Power BI community, there is a constant debate going on that whether to use calculated columns or calculated measure. Well, both has its own advantages and disadvantages. I have used both calculated columns and calculated measures in my report, and calculated measures are pretty fast as compared to calculated columns. And after dealing with all the phenomena of Power Query editor, calculated columns, calculated measures and DAX, let me explain you all the views one by one. Here is the finance view. In finance view, it will tell you about the profit and the loss percentage of a particular product, like which region makes more profit, which region makes less profit, and then top and bottom products and customer, like which are your top 10 products and which are your top 10 customers. And in the sales view, it is mainly the which types of product is performing more. For example, here notebook, peripherals, desktop, accessories, storage, etc. Here I have used bar chart. Here I have used pie chart here. And in the market view, it shows you which region is doing great in here. You can use net profit percentage here, product performance here, etc. And in the supply chain view, it gives you the net error trend, like from this year, how much growth is from the previous year. So it will give you the year over year difference. Using these dashboards, stakeholders were able to identify bottlenecks and revenue issue, take required action on the underperforming regions, and I have also used DAX Studio here to further optimize the Power BI report. Overall, this dashboard enable faster and data-driven decision. The challenges that I faced while creating this report were data inconsistency and performance issues, and I fixed those issues by optimizing the data model and using efficient DAX measure. This project strengthened my understanding of data modeling, business KPI, and stakeholder focused reporting. This project reflects how I approach analysis, focusing on business problem, clean data, and scalable design. Thank you.